How's everybody? I took a break for my own mental. Sometimes it's a good thing, but got some messages that I saved, and I think it's very important that we go into these next couple of weeks. It's gonna be, let's say, I can't talk today. Turbulent. A lot of things are going to be coming to head. A lot of things are going to change. There's just going to be a lot of change for a lot of people, for a lot of different reasons. Some for very good, some for very bad. And it's all going to be dependent on what you've done for yourself and how you've handled things and how you've been taking care of yourself. And I don't know, it's going to be different for everybody. But why I bring these things up is because next week, and on 24th into the 25th, we not only have a full moon, we also have a lunar eclipse. And tomorrow we go into Mercury retrograde. So there's going to be a lot of shifting, and there's going to be a lot of emotions playing out, and there's going to be a lot of heightened of a lot of things. And it's going to be in your best interest to keep yourself grounded, to not indulge in a lot of things, to make sure that you're, keeping your source connection, whatever you want to call it, very clear, and listening to yourself and not listening to the outside world, but also not feeding yourself with extracurriculars that your body probably isn't going to be able to handle. I went through a pretty big release, probably the best way to put it. Had a passing of a friend that chose to take his own life. And the sad part about it is, I heard of probably 4 or 5 others. Not people that I knew, but individuals that did the same within the last week. So there's a lot of people hurting right now. There's a lot of people falling into that poor me pity party. Number one, either they can't handle what's going on or they're getting karma for the things that they've done in their world. And it's coming back around in a lot of different ways. And it's sad because people are having to take a very good look at themselves. And you have to understand what you put out is what you get back. So, first I'm going to start with the laws of the universe, because there are laws. And whether or not people really believe or what you believe, it's not just certain ones. So these are the 12 that you should research for yourself, and what I try to live by every day. And none of us are perfect, but I think it's a good thing to reiterate once in a while. So there's the law of divine oneness. That's meaning within yourself and your relationship with yourself. Law of energy and vibration. We are energetic beings. We are based on the energy that flows. Mother Earth is a big old energy portal. So you got to learn. Law of action. Law of correspondence. Law of cause and effect. Law of compensation. Law of attraction. It's like the only one that everybody seems to remember. Law of perpetual transmutation of energy every day. And I have a download with that information. So, law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Law of relativity. Law of polarity. Law of rhythm. And law of gender. So those are the 12 that we as souls in human bodies on Earth should be paying attention to. Google them. They're out there. I'll tell you all about it. So, we had the new moon on the 10th. We have the full moon and the lunar eclipse, 24th into the 25th. We have Mercury going into retrograde tomorrow. And then on April 8th, we have a solar eclipse. Now, this whole thing over these next 2 weeks, how the trajectory of the lunar eclipse and then the solar eclipse puts a big old X right on top of the United States. And I pulled one card out of my Goddess Tarot. And it is sacrifice. So there's going to be a lot of things happening in reference to sacrifice. Within your world, within our world, within the earth itself. And you're going to have to stand strong. Rely on your faith. Rely on the things that you know that are good. Okay? Because on the other side of all of this is the fortune. And those who have done the work are going to be receiving these things and blessings and the good things. But these next 2 weeks are going to be the telltale signs of it all. So, I'm going to read a couple downloads that I got while on my little mini break. The first one I got was on the 13th that I think is very pertinent. So take it to heart. Take what applies to you. If it doesn't apply to you, then don't take it. You fear what you don't understand. Be a student and learn. It is called Earth School. Inner child wounds are generally what hold us back. Many addictions come from these wounds, especially sex addiction. You look to band-aid your problem with sleeping with others. Unfortunately, it does not help you heal anything. Hence why you stay stuck in your life and nothing changes. You don't show yourself love and kindness, and you lash out at others, and because you are so unhappy within. Then you wonder why your relationships suffer. And if you get into relationships, most of them are karmic to teach you what not to do. It means you need to look at your shadow side and learn about the things you do to sabotage yourself. Change those habits a little at a time and do things that bring in joy and happiness. You have to start within and have the eyes of a child and dream, believing in yourself and knowing you can do whatever you want in your life as long as you have good intentions. So, those of you who are running around, sleeping with all these people, picking up all of their energies, of them and all the people that they've been with, what do you think your nervous system is doing? Probably doesn't know what to do. You're probably stressed out. You're probably not knowing which direction you're going. Even if you have a stable job and are doing those things, you're looking then to calm yourself, drinking, smoking, eating too much, exercising too much, whatever it is, to counteract that part of your body, because you've let so many energies come into your sacral areas. And the parts of you that, were your creation and the things that make you tick and make you you. You've let all those influences take part in your body. Think about that. And as I said, the laws of the universe, your chakras, the 7 that we talk about, but the 8th and the 9th chakra, which are the ones above you, are your doorway to your connection. And when you work on those, is where you get your knowledge and the things and people. Well, how do you know that? Because I've connected. I've connected myself. I've connected to Source to understand that there are bigger things than me that make this life possible. And hence why my life has been so protected against some of the evil things that have been thrown my way. I'm not saying I'm better or that I'm anything. It's just when you choose to lead with love and kindness and take care of yourself and not let all those energies become a part of what you are, your life takes a very big turn. Ann Tucker, she was recently on Next Pod Soulcast, I think it's called, or Next Something Soulcast. And she's just a beautiful soul. And she connects, actually, and lets the angels kind of come in and take over her body and speak. And she talked about the 3 days of darkness that is going to be hitting us. And eclipse time is going to be a very big time for that. And whatever you choose to believe or don't believe, it's just a warning. I'm just a messenger. I'm just letting you know. How she explained it is almost the story of Jonah, you know, where he sat in the tummy of the whale. It was very dark. But as we know in the story, he eventually gets out of the whale and changes his life. So, this I got on the 15th. You should be saying to yourself, I am done with all things that does not serve me. New people and new alliances with people who understand me and don't take advantage of me are coming. Closing out cycles of chapters that no longer serve me. Caregiver and caretaker roles no longer take center stage. Concentration of self is where you will put your energy going forward. The end of the road for many in your life is here. Your life is closing out certain cycles. It is okay to move forward without them. Deepen your relationship with Spirit and listen to their wisdom. You are infinitely loved. Basically, you know, what happened when a lot of us came here, and we came here during a time where the earth is resetting herself. And what happened is when, like, basically our brain was cleaned when we birthed into this earth, is there was a separation of our mind and our heart. And what the angels want us to do is to concentrate more on our heart, and to lead with the heart, and to lead with love, and to lead with those kind of things for people, and release any attachments that we have to anything, material stuff, because it's going to change. This world has become such a material world, and I unfortunately, you know, even see it in my kids and the things that they're attached to. Because I don't care. It's not about the money. It's not about the fancy cars. It's not about, you know, the big homes. I live in a very small little apartment, and I'm very happy, you know. And my son, you know, has got all these plans and what he's doing when he's moving out and all things, and great. And he's like, well, Mom, aren't you ever gonna, you know, go buy yourself? Why? I'm good. You know, I got food. I got a roof over my head. I got the things I need. I don't need the want. You know, my idea of what life looks like now compared to what it used to, very, very different. And I'm okay with that. I don't need the best of the best. Is it nice to have things? Sure. But I can't take it with me. What am I going to do with it? These are the things that need to be thought about. And it is about the things that you do for others and the kindness that you show to others, even when they're mean to you. I had a situation again with my son. You know, he's becoming that person and coming into his own. But the mouth, and what did I do? I became very silent. And I haven't said much of anything. Why? Because it doesn't deserve my attention. And that's the hard part, I think, that we got to learn when dealing with others that come at us with anger or things that have bottled up in them for whatever reason. It's how you respond to people. And I've learned that just not responding at all is better for me and walking away from things. So, your mental health, and I said this on the very last video that I did before I took a little break, that your mental health is very important. And it's where you need to be concentrating, because mentally healthy, when you are able to self-soothe and self-regulate yourself without anything, without taking anything, just being able to regulate your nervous system is when you're getting healthy. Okay? And you should be creating good habits and become a slave to it, because your body will thank you. So this is the download I got this morning, and I think it's very powerful. And then we'll pull a couple high vibe and dream cards and some trinkets to end it. Today you move forward. You leave all things in the past. You set your boundaries with those who come for you and mean you harm. Evil eye is sent to the ground to be alchemized, and your relationship with Source becomes the focal point. Many are trying to distract you right now. Stay focused and know your support team sees all and rewards you for your take no revenge on others. You simply remove yourself and know life has better for you. Shortly the world will see just how powerful faith in the divine is, and that taking care of oneself is where the healing begins. Keep showing the light to others, and the dark energies will be, see, how they're trying to get at me and not tell you this. Go back. Shortly the world will see just how powerful faith in the divine is, and that taking care of oneself is where the healing begins. Keep showing the light to others, and the dark energies will be seen and transmuted. Life is about to get very good for those who have chosen to show goodness to others and live in harmony within themselves. Be diligent and stay focused as Mother Earth goes into her great change. Your devotion does not go unnoticed. Be love, be well. Very powerful, you guys. I hope that a lot of you are taking heed in what I'm saying, because you're going to start to see it. And I am going to put a trigger warning on this video, because I do believe that a lot of us are starting to feel some of this. Some people are starting to get very sick. Some people are taking their own lives. Some people are starting to feel the ill effects of the things that they have done to others. Karma is going to be swift. It's not playing around anymore. And if you've been doing good things, your dharma is going to be beautiful, and you're going to be fortunate. So, we've pulled this one, and I'm not going to take that one because it's not what today is about. Yeah. Pull two. Okay. I got mirror work. Look into a mirror and make a funny face, one that brings forth a laugh or a smile. Tell yourself that you are amazing. Start working on yourself. Start telling yourself some things. And then smile. Smile at someone. Look them in the eye and see an amazing human creation. Miracles are everywhere in the form of you and every person you meet. Or every person you meet. Get a dream card. If you could create anything you wanted, what would it be? Journal or sketch your creations on paper. Start to believe you have limitless possibilities to create in this world. Quit waiting on others. Just do it for yourself. You'll get a lot more enjoyment and recognition out of it if you do it for you. And I'm talking to those of you who are really struggling. Do it for you. Okay? Pull some trinkets and see what we get. Help y'all have been really well. Yeah, tough little go for me. Coming back around though. Alright. Oof, lots of them. Okay, we got 9 of them. Number 9 is a completion of things. So, music. always a beautiful thing. And someone plays the violin. Steady and strong with the elephant. Luck. Perseverance. We've got all the beautiful things. Got 2 horsies. This is my magical unicorn horses, I call it. So there's beautiful things coming in for you if you've done the work. You're going to be crowned. And the dragonfly. Wishes. Beautiful flowering. Because your heart is opening to greater love. So take a little time. Figure it out. What do you need to do for you? Nobody else. For you to make a difference. I love you all so much.